welcome back to the channel, and for today's video we are going to be playing a fire deck with Entei V and Houndoom V. So let us hop onto the deck list and I will show you what I am working with. Alright, so Brilliant Stars came out with a lot of fire support and I wanted to try and play around with it and just kind of see what I can make with these new cards. So the first new card is Entei V. This Entei V is pretty much a carbon copy of Suicune V, and we all know what Suicune V does. Suicune V has been in the top meta decks for quite some time, still is. Basically what it does, it has the same fleet-footed ability, so you can draw a card if it's in the active spot. Then you have Burning Rondo. For 1 fire and 1 colorless, you are doing 20, and you are doing 20 more for each bench Pokemon that you and your opponent share. Now the other attacker that we have is Houndoom V. Now the reason why I'm playing Houndoom V is because it synergizes really well with Magma Basin. Vengeful Flame is the attack that you're going to be really using. You're not going to really using Searing Flame. So Vengeful Flame for 2 fire and 1 colorless, you're doing 100, but then if any of your bench Pokemon have damage counters on it, you're doing 100 more, so you're doing 200. Now, the only issue with Houndoom V is that I actually never had a chance to really use it. So I actually think that this could be a flex spot. There are so many other good spots that you could put in here. You could pretty much put Charizard VSTAR. That's pretty much the go-to fire Pokemon now. You could potentially put in Volcanion V, which was originally what this deck idea was for. Was to put in Volcanion V, but I ended up switching to Houndoom V. But then Entei V is just such a good attacker that I never really had a chance to power up Houndoom V in time to, you know, actually utilize it. Now, the other card that we are playing is Moltres. Moltres is definitely a staple in most fire decks nowadays because it has this Infernal Wings attack. For 1 energy, you're doing 20, but if it has any damage counters on it, you're doing 70 more. And we know what Magma Basin does. Magma Basin allows you to attach a fire energy from your discard onto a bench fire Pokemon, and then you put 2 damage counters on it. So it synergizes really well with these 2 cards. So you can just swing in with Moltres, do 90 damage, start poking at some Pokemon, so that way Entei can take the knockouts when it gets into the active spot. Now, the other spicy tech that I really love with this deck is this Ninetales. So it has the ability by way of the Nine-Tailed Fox, and the ability is the retreat cost of each of your Pokemon that have any fire energy on it is 2 less. Now, you might be wondering, okay, well, that works with Houndoom and Moltres, so they have free retreat, but Entei has 3, so it still technically has a 1 retreat cost, which actually is perfect. I love that about this because I can actually discard 1 fire energy as opposed to having to discard 3 to retreat my Entei into another bench Pokemon. That means my Magma Basin can then have an energy in the discard to then reattach onto something on the bench. So it's basically allowing me to rearrange my energy on my field. So I really love this combo. This Ninetales is a really good spicy tech for this deck. We are playing Lumineon because you kind of just need some key pieces at certain points. We do play Echoing Horn because it allows us to put something on our opponent's bench, fill up one of their bench spots, and allows us to increase our Entei's attack. Everything else is pretty standard. We do play 2 Switch on top of having this retreat cost, because sometimes what you can use with Switch is you can double switch different Entei, so you can use Fleet-Footed a couple of times, which allows you to just draw more cards. Good utility. We play a full 4 line of Magma Basin. I think that's necessary. We do play Cynthia's Ambition. Now, Cynthia's Ambition is probably a flex card. I still think there's a case for it in here because of the fact that you are doing a lot of damage to yourself. Your Pokemons are going to get softened up, and it's going to be a lot easier for your opponent to take KOs on you. Cynthia's Ambition allows you to draw up to 8 cards, so it allows you to get a really big hand size. So you could replace this with something else, but I think it actually is nice in the deck. We do play 2 Kindler. Kindler is a really good card in this deck because it allows you to discard a fire energy, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, and then look for any 2 cards and put them in your hand. That's really nice because it allows you to fix some pieces in case you just need 1 or 2 cards to get your combo going, and it allows you to discard a fire energy so you can use it with Magma Basin. So it's a really good way to set up some combos. Play 3 Marnie, 2 Research. We play 2 Capes. I think Cape is really nice because it prevents your opponent from taking knockouts even when you have taken a lot of damage counters from Magma Basin. Choice Belt to allow us to get 2-hit KOs on VMAXs, capture energy to fill up our bench, and we're playing a heavy 12 fire energies because you want to be able to discard a lot of energies. You still also want to be able to attach from your hand, so we are playing 12. But that's pretty much it for the deck list. Let us hop onto the ladder and I will show you some of the matches that I got with this Entei Houndoom deck. All right. We start with Entei, we have energy, we even have Kindler. This is all real great stuff. What we can do is we can go here. We can quick ball, grab myself the Ninetales if I needed to. They are playing Barrel Dark Box. I felt like I was really loud when I said that. Barrel Dark Box. And I have my OBS to tell me that I am way too loud. Okay. So what am I going to do this turn? I can quick ball, grab myself another Entei if I need to, but I could grab the Vulpix. That way I can set it up next turn. We might actually, let's first go Kindler, discard the energy, see what I can grab off those top 7 cards, and then that kind of will, oh my god, they mulligan 4 times. Okay, we have Vulpix. We have so much energy. Okay, we're playing against Malamar. So, yeah, we're going to quick ball away some things. Let's quick ball away this energy. Grab myself a Houndoom. I'll drop that down. I'll attach an energy. I'll even do the Fleet-footed because why not? See what I can grab there. More energy. Wow. I'll discard the energy again. Let's, this time, let's grab ourselves another Entei, just in case we get knocked out. I'll save the Ultra Ball just in case if I need to grab the Ninetales. I want to see what I can get off of Kindler first, and then I'll just save the hand. So what we need to do is we need to hit 210, which means they would have to bench all their Pokemon. So they would have to use up all their bench slots. So it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to hit for the 1-hit KO, but when they evolve into the VMAX, we'll at least soften it up so that we can potentially get a 2-hit KO. But it looks like they're playing the Arceus VSTAR version with Malamar V. This is an interesting combo. I've seen some talk of this. I've seen some talk. Is that how you say that? What is this saying? I've seen people talk about this, this pairing, but I've never actually seen a deck list or I haven't actually seen it in action. So let's see how it works. Very interested. Malamar V is a pretty good card, I would say. Let's attach the Choice Belt. We can attach the energy now. Let's go Kindler first, see what we can grab. Hopefully we can grab Basin. No Basin. We can grab Rotom Phone because then we can guarantee something that way. We already attached, so I don't want to attach, or I don't want to get the energy. They don't, let me see, do they have anything in the discard? They don't have a Pokemon in the discard, so Echoing Horn's not going to be useful. We already have Boss in hand. We have so many things. We might need to grab the Great Ball. Yeah, let's go this route. Well, Rotom Phone and Great Ball. Let's do the Great Ball first. Grab the Lumineon. That's good. Now let's go Rotom Phone. See what I can't guarantee. We can guarantee the Magma Basin, so let's do that. Because we can start accelerating our bench as well. Let's go Fleet-foot. Grab the Basin. We'll drop that down and start accelerating. Do we want to accelerate another Entei or do we want to start accelerating Houndoom? I think in this situation we want to accelerate the other Entei. That's going to be easier. I want to wait till we have like a decent bench before I start accelerating the Houndoom. And at this point, we're only doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140 to the Malamar. It won't be a 2-hit KO, though, when it evolves, which is what I'm worried about. But next turn, we can get some more stuff on the bench. So let's just go with the Burning Rondo. I don't want to put the Lumineon just yet. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Choice Belt. New to the Brilliant Stars cards, but yes, we are going to be able to get the 2-hit KO because we have that Choice Belt. So we're hitting for 170, not 140. But they could easily just retreat go into the Arceus V-Star, but that's why we still have this boss. That's why I didn't want to use Ultra Ball. I didn't want to get rid of boss. I don't want to get rid of research either. Just want to see how the next turn plays out for my opponent. If they bump the Magma Basin, I don't want them to bump the Magma Basin, to be honest, because I want to start accelerating energy. Okay, they are going to retreat. Okay, so they are going to retreat, and they are just going to go with Trinity Charge. Well, what we can do is, do we go after this Malamar? Because there's actually not much they can do next turn. They would have to evolve into the Arceus V-Star, and they are putting 1 energy on there. So I could either take out this Arceus V, or I could take out the Malamar. We did get Ninetales, which is really nice. What I want to do... Now this is at 250 HP. This is at 210. That one's more reliable to KO. So what I can do is I'll do this, put that on here. Let's go fleet-footed, see what we can grab first. Okay. So if I boss, I take out their Malamar. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can actually do this. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. That's 180, which is 210. So we will get the knockout. So what we want to do is actually take out that Malamar on the bench. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, get rid of the research, get rid of the Ninetales, see if I can grab anything. Let's grab the Moltres. I think that's fine. I'll drop that down. What I'll do is I'll Luminion for a research next turn. That way. Or do I go with... I don't think they're going to get the knockout on the Entei, so I don't want to go Cynthia's Ambition. We actually don't have a research, so I think... do we go with Marnie? I think we go with Marnie just in case if they do the Starbirth ability, they'll have more cards in hand. Yeah, I'll get the Marnie, that's fine. Because we're just going to go boss anyway, so I'm going to boss up this Malamar V, and then just go with the Burning Rondo to take the knockout. Maybe it was a correct play to go and hit the Arceus V-Star. We did get another boss, so that's actually fine. We can go and hit the other Malamar if they try and power that up. But we know that their the Arceus V-Star that's about to come down is not going to get the one-hit KO on me. They did they did bump my Magma Basin. And they're just going to go with Power Edge, actually. So we actually have a chance to return the favor here. We can go switch. Let's do this. Oh, they did Path. I always forget that Path is in play. I do want to switch though. So I could manually retreat. That's fine. Yeah, let's manually retreat. Why not? Why sit here? Or I mean, I could just do switch. That's fine. If I switch, I hit this for 210. And then they would have the boss to get the KO next turn on this. I think that's fine. I'm going to go with switch here. Let us... I don't want to Marnie them because they have a 2-card hand, but if they do get Arceus V-Star, they can use Starbirth to get out of that hand. I could just go with the boss, take that out. Maybe I should have done that and then just kept this Entei in the active. But I kind of do want to hit this Arceus V. Just because they're not going to try and promote this Malamar now. It's too weak in order to make it worth the investment. So they're going to try and just go with these 2 Vs. Hopefully, hoping that they could either get the Burial to draw more cards or get the V-Star and then use the Starbirth ability to get them out of this hand that they have. Because they're not going to be able to take the knockout on this Entei V. No, so they're not taking the knockout. Damage is decreased, they're only doing 110. And so now we can actually take the knockout here if we so choose. And I would like to take the knockout here. I think we start powering up the Houndoom V. I think that's fair. If I Marnie, they just get 1 more card, but that card could be a V-Star or a draw supporter. I think we just go with the Burning Rondo. Let them take the knockout next turn. And then we just Marnie, try and see if we can get a 1-hit KO on this. So I'll go here, grab the research. Research is actually great. I don't mind research. Now here they're going to be able to take the knockout. Oh, and they did get the Ultra Ball, so they are going to be out of this hand anyway, but we have the boss in hand, so we can actually just take out this Malamar if we choose to. Unless they evolve into Malamar VMAX, which then we would have to rely on this Entei to take the knockout. Or if I can get a Magma Basin, I can power up the Houndoom. We have so many options. Moltres can take the knockout, Entei could take the knockout, Houndoom could even take the knockout. So we just need to make sure that they don't... what did they just do? I just completely missed what they did in that few seconds. But if they don't affect my hand, if I keep the boss in hand, then I can just boss up this Malamar VMAX and then hit them for another 170. Or in this case, if they don't bench anything, it would just be a 150. But it looks like they are going to bench. Are they going to bench that Arceus V? They are. Okay, so we have game in hand. And they didn't use a supporter, but they used research instead of the Marnie. If they used Marnie, they actually would have secured the win here. Oh, Collapse Stadium actually changes things. Okay, so we get rid of the Luminion. That's fine. But Collapsed Stadium actually reduces my damage. So we actually need to get Magma Basin. So if we can get Magma Basin, we could still boss and take the knockout on the VMAX. But if we don't get Magma Basin, we're going to be in a little bit of a tight spot. Okay, they are going to take the energy off the Entei here. And they are going for Starbirth. This is interesting. Things have just gotten so interesting. Collapse Stadium definitely changes things. So right now, if we didn't get Magma Basin, we will only be doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 16. Wait, am I messing up the math here? We're doing 20 for each, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. We do an extra 20. So that's 160. With Choice Belt, we're doing 190. We should still be able to take the knockout. I think we're fine. If my math is correct, I've been doing math all day, so math is like the last thing that I want to do right now. But 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, plus an extra 20 is 160, and then we have Choice Belt, so we're doing 190. Yeah, we should be fine. As long as we just keep the boss, hit the Malamar VMAX, we're good. We can actually do Fleet-Footed now, which is nice. We got Cape of Toughness, not really necessary, but I will throw that on. I'll go here. Let's go. Actually, let's Quick Ball first, thin out the deck so that we have a higher chance of grabbing what we need. I will go and grab the other Entei, slap that down, and then let's go Fleet-Foot. We didn't get it, but I think we can still win. I'm pretty sure we still win. Hopefully my math is all good and there's nothing really affecting it. Yes, we definitely hit for 190, taking our last two prizes. I was doubting myself so much. I was like, wait a minute, did it really affect it? But no, it didn't. We're fine. We were able to take the knockout. Interesting deck. I'm glad that they were able to pull back towards the end. But yeah, Entei V is strong. We took it out too. I didn't showcase the other one, but there is we did play up against a Lucario match. Oh, it looks like we both mulliganed. Come on. Whoa. Okay, I thought for some reason that my hand glitched. Oh, no. I don't like this. Oh, we're playing up against Galarian Wheezing. Ooh. You hate to see that. You hate to see all this. This is not good at all. We're gonna have to put the capture energy on the Luminion. Yeah, that's really it. We're gonna capture energy Luminion, grab ourselves. I grab Entei. You know what? I'm gonna grab just Vulpix, just because I have the Ninetales in hand. I could evolve it next turn. It's fine. I'm just gonna leave the hand as is, because they're just gonna ascend to Galarian Wheezing, which means they're going to be able to shut off our abilities anyway. Having Entei in the active wasn't really going to help us too much. All right, we got that. Ninetales up and running. drop the Basin. I kind of don't want to Marnie them just because they didn't really do anything. I don't want to boss because then I need more cards. I have to get more cards. What we'll do here, we got the Entei, that's fine. Doesn't seem like they're playing anything though. Let's go Capture Energy, drop down another Entei, just in case if they do want to try and boss. I'm not going to drop down the Choice Belt because they're probably going to be playing some sort of disruption like Scrapper or Jammer. And then let's go with Rotom Phone, see what we can get off the top deck for next turn. We could get Kindler, but I think we want... Because I don't want to do much this turn. I think I'm leaving the Lumineon in the active. I could go with Fleet-Footed, but I think I'll go with Kindler for next turn. Or do I... What do I want? I'll go Quick Ball. Because then I can use Quick Ball, get rid of the Choice Belt, and have some more stuff on my bench. And then I can Marnie. I can always just Marnie. I need the Fire Energy to be on the Entei. I could have accelerated through with the Magma Basin, but I kind of just want to keep it for now and accelerate my energies later to the other Enteis. They are going to do double Ascension because there's no point in me retreating and then going into this Entei. We did lose 2 Magma Basins because, yeah, they're just going to do that. They're not doing much anyway. So what I can do, I can actually just do this. I can, because now that they put the Training Court, that actually helps me out. So I'm going to Quick Ball away this energy, grab myself. We have 2 Enteis. Let's grab ourselves a Moltres. Moltres is going to be fine in this matchup. Let's go Training Court, grab myself that energy again. Oh, why, PTCGO? Why did you do that to me? That's not what I wanted. Oh, that's annoying. That just glitched. I tried to move it over, but it my mouse, either my mouse or PTCGO messed up there. So what we'll do is we'll just go Marnie. Marnie, the hand. And then let's see what we can grab. I can go Quick Ball again. Grab myself another Lumineon. That way I can have a supporter for next turn. I think that's probably the play. We'll do that. Drop down the Lumineon. Oh, it's because of that. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Okay, that's fine. We'll go Great Ball. Thin out the deck just even more. And then I could retreat. But I think I'm fine. Because we're going to be down to 120 next turn. So then we can just retreat. Hopefully the energy goes in the right spot this time. But besides these 2 Galarian Weezings, I don't really see anything that poses a massive threat to me. Now, the only thing is, they aren't benching anything else. So right now, I'm doing the maximum amount of damage I can without taking a knockout. Unless they bench that Sobble. They bench the Sobble, so we are safe. Actually, no. We were fine either way, because I forget that it adds 20 on. So it would have been 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and then an extra 40. Okay, so we are actually okay. What we can do is we can put the energy here. Good. And then I can retreat this, go into this Entei. And then, do I go for the Training Court? I don't want to do Training Court, just in case if I do end up getting Magma Basin, I can accelerate it that way instead. And then I think we'll just go Burning Rondo, take the KO, finally get on the board in terms of these prizes. Always got to do that top left corner. This is good. I can get Rotom Phone to potentially grab something off the top deck. But if they're going to promote the Galarian Weezing, then it prevents me from doing Fleet-Footed. But it seems like they're going with Sobble, which is interesting. Which means they're probably going to do some Drizzile shenanigans. And it is Tapu Koko. So this is leading me to believe that they're trying to do the thing where you take knockouts every so often and then eventually try and sweep with Galarian Moltres. I wouldn't be surprised if Galarian Moltres comes out at some point, which is why I kind of want to keep this Echoing Horn, because if they ever do decide to discard that Galarian Moltres, I can just Echoing Horn it back onto the bench, which then eliminates the its ability, right? Because the ability is if you drop it down from your hand onto the bench, you accelerate 2 energy to it. But because the big combo is you discard it, you use Clara, get the energies back, get the Moltres back, put them on the bench, accelerate a bunch of energy. But if we can somehow use Echoing Horn to our advantage, we can kind of, you know, cut them at the heels with that play. Now, I'm actually fine with this because I have a lot of retreating. I think here I will, first I'll do Kindler, get rid of that energy, see what I can grab. We have switch, so we could just manually switch. But I do want to save my switches just in case of, I don't know, just in case, you know what, I'll put 1 switch in hand and I will grab 1 energy. That seems fine. I'll still keep the energy in the discard. So what I can do is I can do this, drop it here. I'm going to manually retreat. Can I not manually retreat? Oh, because the Galarian Wheezing takes away the Ninetales. I get it. I'm on board now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just use the switch then. I want to save the other one. I do want to save the other one just in case. Let's go Rotom Phone. Potentially we can grab a supporter for next turn. We'll grab the research, leave that on the top deck, and then I think I'll just go ahead and grab the KO with Burning Rondo. Okay, so next turn we have our abilities. We're good to go. We have minimal damage on our board. Now I'm still looking at that Lumineon. I'm still saying that they could potentially boss KO that for 2 easy prizes. There is that Galarian Moltres, so they are going to go ahead and just power it up. So if we can get a boss and take it out, that would be really useful for us. But it looks like they're just going to go ahead and start attacking with it, which is fair play. But are they? How much damage are they doing? So we've taken 2 prizes, right? So if you're taking 2 prizes, that means they're doing 120, which is decent damage. Oh, it looks like they're grabbing a boss of their own, so they're going to try and take out this Lumineon at the moment. Yeah, they're going to do that, retreat, take 2 prizes there. It's probably the best play for my opponent at this point. It makes it so that, yeah, they can accelerate their prize trade, and then now I can take the knockout here, and then potentially, I could, if they don't clear it back next turn, I can Echoing Horn and put it on the bench. So what I'm going to do is I want to keep things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do Fleet-Footed first. We have energy. That's fine. Let's see. I'll drop the other Entei. That's fine. Do we just take the knockout? I think we just take the knockout. You know what? I want to do this. I do want to retreat, go into this Entei. I think that's fine. And then I'll just attach here. Because I do want to Fleet Foot, give myself some more options, see what I get. We have another energy, that's okay. And then we'll just go Burning Rondo, take the knockout on this Moltres. Hopefully next turn, they don't put it back in their hand. And then we can just try an Echoing Horn, put it on the bench, and then hopefully try and boss KO it at some point. And we can actually keep this going for a while. Because they gave us a training court, we can just retreat. We can do Fleet Foot, retreat, go into another Entei, Fleet Foot, and then just cycle that every turn. Okay, it looks like they are going for the Clara play, which is interesting. They are going to take, are they going to take a knockout? They're doing 170 now, right? Because 3, yeah, they're doing 170 now, which means they are shy 20 to take the knockout on this Entei. Now, unless they're playing like Zigzagoon with Scoop Up Net, we should be fine with this Entei in the active. Oh, I saw Scoop Up Net and I was like, oh my god, they have it, but like I didn't see Zigzagoon, so they don't have it, but they are going to be able to reset that Sobble. But there's only so many times they can Clara, right? And that's probably why they reset the Sobble, so that they can grab a Clara next turn too. Oh, there it is. Okay, so they have the choice belt, which means they are going to get the knockout this turn, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. This means they're only 2 prizes away from taking a knockout. We have Kindler. Think I will do that. Well, let's first go Fleetfoot. Then out the top deck. Okay, that's fine. I will. Let me see if, do they have any other? No, this is the only Moltres that they're working with. So I will go Kindler, discard that. I'll grab the Basin and Cynthia's Ambition's not worth it here. Could grab Boss just in case. I grab Marnie, that could thin out their hand, but I can't Marnie this turn. So they would have to have Clara next turn, otherwise we lose. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Boss and Basin, just in case if I need it. Let's go Ultra Ball, thin out the deck a bit. So I'm gonna discard the Vulpix and I'll discard the Fire Energy. Let's grab myself another Entei. I'll drop that down. I'm gonna use the Training Court first, grab that energy. I'm gonna drop it onto the active. Yeah, that seems fine. I'll go Basin now. Let's see, we already used Fleet-Footed, so I'll just retreat now. Go into... Or do I go Basin first, go into Moltres, then take the hit, and then potentially save myself from getting KO'd with the Entei? I think we could do that. Let's do that instead. So I'm gonna actually power up Moltres now. And then what I'll do is I'll retreat, go into the Moltres. Was that the best play? I'm not sure. We're gonna try it. Hit it for 90, see what happens. But if they somehow get everything that they need, I mean, they're gonna take the KO here. Unless they have Boss, but even with Boss, they're not gonna take the KO. Because they're only doing 200. So they're only doing 200 with the prizes that I have now. But they can KO the Moltres, which means they'll be down to 1 prize, which means we have to still take 3 prizes against this Moltres. They're gonna scoop up, give themselves more options. Maybe I should have grabbed Marnie now, because I want to try and prevent them from being able to cycle Claras. But with everything that they have, it looks like they're just gonna end up having it. They have Raihan. Raihan's definitely gonna get them what they need to. Maybe the Echoing Horn play wasn't really necessary. I just thought that it could be, you know, a nice little endgame trick up my sleeve. But it looks like we're not going to be able to win here. Let's go Fleetfoot first, see what we grab. We have another Boss. If I KO this Moltres, they have to try and power up another one. I definitely don't want to get rid of all of my bosses. You know what, though? Let's actually do this. Let's Echoing Horn. Put a Coughing on their bench. We could research here. Or do I go? I don't want to go Boss. I could just attack. But if I research, what am I really grabbing? That's the thing. I could grab Cape. Do I have any more Capes? in deck? I do. I'm potentially getting rid of all of my bosses for a cape. Let's just try it. Let's see what this gets me. It didn't get me what I needed, but it's fine. What I can do is I go here. I'll save the Pokegear. Let's go Quick Ball, get rid of a Choice Belt because we're not going to need that. We're out of basics. Okay, so that's fine. We have Switch. We use Fleet-Footed. Let's go Basin. Let's attach to this Entei. And then I think we're all set. Just trying to cover my bases. We're going to go Burning Rondo here. Take the knockout on this Moltres. Now, they would have to have Clara, which I'm assuming they do. And there's our cape, which turned too late. Because if, even with the cape, we would be at 280. Their damage potential is 220. If they had a Choice Belt, it would be 250, which means they would be able to take the knockout here. So I would need cape right now in order to survive this turn. But even with that, it looks like we're not going to be able to get, or we're not going to be able to survive this turn if they have Clara in hand. Let's see. Do they have the Revenge Galarian Moltres? They have Drizzile, so they can grab whatever, literally whatever they have. They have such a huge hand. I can't imagine that they don't have the KO this turn. Heck, they could even just try and boss up a Ninetales and take it out with whatever. Yeah, see, there's the Clara. And so they are going to be able to take the hit here. They do actually still need Choice Belt, but I mean, they have another Sobble on the bench. They could easily just put on a Drizzile, grab Sobble. Yep, see, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So it looks like my opponent is going to be able to take the knockout. Let's just wait it out to see if they actually do have all the pieces, because, you know, some people could be trying to juke us, but I'm pretty confident that my opponent has the KO on this Entei. If we had Cape just one turn earlier, we would have been able to get it. But alas, we did not. Galarian Moltres is such a strong card. I'm thinking about potentially running that when like the new Dark box comes out in Astral Radiance, so I'm excited for that. Definitely gonna run that along with like Darkrai VSTAR, and with the Dark patches is gonna be so easy to chain Galarian Moltres every turn. So let's see. My opponent hasn't played it yet. Maybe they misplay. Who knows? Here's a hope and a misplay comes along. I don't want them to misplay. I want them to win. I want them to win this match fair and square. They played a good endurance game. We did as well. Oh no! They just did a lure! Interesting. Very interesting. So we now have Cape. Let's see, can we grab Marnie off this Pokegear? We have 7 cards. Yes, we did grab Marnie. So we can actually reduce their hand size even further. And, yeah, is there anything else I want to do? No, I'm going to go Fleet-Footed. No. I'm going to go Fleet-Footed first, see what I can grab from these 6 cards. Then I'm just going to go and, Is it worth powering up Houndoom? No, because they can easily take out a Houndoom. Let's just go with this Entei here, just in case. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Marnie, because they have a really large hand. I want them to not be able to get what they need next turn. And you know what? Oh, gosh. There's so many things, though, I want to keep. They need to take 1 prize. And with so many different options. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with Burning Rondo here. Take the knockout. Potentially my opponent doesn't have what they need to get that Galarian Moltres back on their bench next turn. So we could still be in this. I don't know what happened. They had Clara in hand. Maybe they didn't have the dark energy. I'm not sure. So they decided not to use it. They kept their hand size. as is, or their hand state as is. But that gave us a chance to grab that Marnie off the Pokegear. They do play the Galarian Moltres V, and they are going to start powering that up, which is interesting. Okay, our choice belt counts. I think we got rid of all of our choice belts, right? I think we might have one in the deck, because I think we just Marnied it, and we win. Oh my god! Wow, that was such a close match. It was really close. I don't know what happened towards the end. My opponent definitely had the tools to take that Entei, but that one turn was very pivotal, and it just seemed like they didn't have the KO. That's why you don't concede early. Don't concede early, because things like that can happen and you can take the dub. So really awesome match there. Happy how that turned out. That is going to be it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this fire deck. I really enjoy it, but I did feel kind of sad that I didn't get to use Houndoom V. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys would replace Houndoom V with. How would you guys make this deck synergize a little bit more with some different attackers? I think Entei V is really strong, but I do want to try some other fire Pokemon, see if they can slot in for that Houndoom V slot. But that is going to be it for the video. Hit that like button if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new, and ring that bell to be notified for next week's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.